Hi everyone, I'm Riana, and for today I will discuss to you about the difference between language varieties and language register. So if you want to know more about these two, please keep on watching. So first, what is language register? Language register is the level of formality of language with which you speak. It also says here that the language register is the range of language choices that is available to use in different situations. And aside from that, did you know that there are 6 types of language register? So, what are those? But before we start, I would like to remind you that I will quickly discuss it because we have only 3 minutes to discuss these two. So, yeah, let's start! The first one is the formal one. This style is impersonal and often a perspective format. It is likely that the speaker will use fewer contractions but opt instead for complete words. For example, the speaker will use the word have not instead of haven't. Can you see the difference? The next one is the casual register. This language register has a conversational tone, and this one is the one we're using when we are communicating to our friends. The words here are general rather than technical. This register may include more slang and colloquial since we are using this to communicate with our friends. The third one is the intimate register. The intimate register is reserved for close family members such as parents and children, and siblings, or intimate people such as spouses. The fourth one is the private register. This register is the easiest language register for me to understand because this register is the one we use while communicating to ourselves. Next is frozen. Not Elsa or Anna or Olaf, but a frozen language register. Frozen register is also known as static register. At this level, language is literally frozen in time and form. It does not change. Examples of these include biblical verse, prayers, oath, and so forth. Lastly, consultative register. This is the register we use when consulting an expert such as doctors. The language used is more precise. The speaker is likely to address the expert by a title such as Doctor, Mr., or Mrs. So, that is all about the language register. Let us now proceed to the language varieties. What is language variety? Variety is a generic term for a particular coherent form of language, in which specific extralinguistic criteria can be used to define its variety. There are 7 types of language varieties. The first one is the standard. To the non-linguist, the standard form of a language is the form that observes all grammatical rules and structures of the language. The second one is the jargon. It is the complex language used by experts in certain disciplines or fields. The third one is the colloquial. This variety of language that we use in our ordinary conversation, so it should not be used in formal context. Next is the fourth one, which is the slang word. I know, every Gen Z know this language variety. Slang is a word or an expression that has been made up or that has taken on a new meaning and is quite popular within certain social or age groups, like us, Gen Z. The sixth one is the patois. Patois is the one that refers to a geographical dialect which differs from the standard language spoken in a given country. The last one is the Creole. This is a pidgin language. When we say pidgin, it is a simple language that emerged when speakers do not share a common language but have to communicate. Quite simply, it is the language that results from the contact between the language of colonizing people and the language of colonized people. people. Guys, remember that the use of each variety may either communicate or arouse a certain attitude towards its use. It's either from the speaker or from the audience. Again, I'm Riana Darlene, and I hope you learned something from me today. So see you on my next one. Bye!